Hi there, it's Marlise, and welcome to fourth day of the video challenge. I decided I'm just going to have fun with this. I'm going to just put my life out there, myself. I'm not quite made up, and some days I will be sort of professional, and right now I am on a Saturday morning shopping spree with my daughters. We are doing a fundraiser shop. We've got about 150 people to make pancakes for tomorrow for the high school, which we're going to do from a small food cart here in Portland. And that's such a Portland thing. Raising money for the high schools out of a food cart. Isn't that fun? I've been a chef for many, many years before I became a hypnotherapist, and it really helped me to kind of look at some of my food habits. And I'd like to share with you a few tips about, when you go to the grocery store, some of the things that can help you to just not go overboard. This is one of those grocery stores that has huge servings of things. If you just have a regular family, my first suggestion would be, if you can afford to, or even thinking about it, not to come to these kinds of grocery stores. They are cheaper for a lot. However, a lot of food often goes to waste. Sometimes making smaller shopping trips and really just kind of consuming the food that you have conscientiously gotten, it really works for you in the long run. Sometimes it takes a little practice to do that. So really making a shopping list of what it is you need before you go to the grocery store. And if you're like me, you know of several different grocery stores that have so many different items, like where the meat is cheaper, where you can get a great deal on bulk items and things like that. And you might do those things on a Wednesday night every other week, or decide to get your meat at a different place. So those are great ways to grocery shop. I think going into grocery shopping with a calmness and a knowing about what you want to get out of the experience is really important. That would probably be my biggest tip for you. Going in to nourish your body, going in to find things that you can afford, but also that are good for you and your family. A lot of people say, well, I can't afford to be a vegetarian because it's so expensive. However, sometimes if we just we'll get into the habit of finding which foods are good for us, then we can make transitions to food choices that are healthier for us, whether it's vegetarianism or what. So a few tips. Shop on the perimeters of the store. Typically on the perimeters you will find the fresher foods, the produces and so forth, and the interior of the grocery store is typically where you find your processed and more expensive foods, your snack foods. That's one tip. Make a grocery list. You've heard this before, but that has to do with just knowing what you want out of your experience and not deviating from it. You might give yourself one line at the bottom of your grocery list. This is the one thing that I'm going to get, that I am going to impulse shop. And it's that one thing, and once you get it, you just fill that line in and you're done. No more. That way you're not spending a lot of money on things that you don't really want. I know it can be hard to not go shopping with kids sometimes. As a single parent, I know your only time alone is when you go to the grocery store without your kids. I love to go grocery shopping without my kids because I wasn't tempted as much to buy stuff that I really don't want. That's one way. And also, if possible. And sometimes the word no is just the word no. And it's a hard one going grocery shopping with youngsters. I know that one. And you'll notice that stores are definitely set up for that dynamic where, the kids are looking and they want this and they want that, and they get to touch it and they see it and it's right in front of them because it's at their height. So being aware of that dynamic is important, because sometimes it can really make your shopping experience not very fun. But I guarantee you, as the kids get older, it gets easier. So if you're in that place with little kids, I feel for you. What are some other things that you can do? I encourage my clients to just practice with me, to just come into the grocery store, buy something and leave, or buy nothing and leave. It's really an empowering experience to come into the grocery store and just kind of look around. How are things organized? How are the signs printed? How is the music? How are all of these elements set up to get you to shop, to spend your money, to lay your money down? And what are the conscious choices that you get to make? So I would encourage you to just try it. Just go to the grocery store. If you need to leave your wallet in the car, or if you need to, make a conscious effort to walk into the grocery store, spend 10 or 15 minutes and walk out. Not buy a darn thing. Nothing. Because you can. It's your choice. That's a really fun and empowering experience. Or to just go in and buy one thing. This is the one thing that you're going to get. And then you can look at all of these other things and you can hear them begging you to get them, and with all of their fancy packaging and bright labels, and saying, I'm really not here for that. And that's called setting boundaries. And sometimes we have to do that in the grocery store too. Let's see, there was that. I'm sure there are a few other things, but those are my tips for grocery shopping. And, also, that would be it, because we're going on 6 minutes. I really didn't want this video to be that long. I hope you've enjoyed this time. Why did I choose the refrigerator? Okay. I am in the refrigerated section because it's quieter, and I'm kind of in the corner of the store and no one's here. Oh, shop at smaller stores if you can. Those stores that don't have, this is what I was going to say, socks and clothes and art supplies and all that stuff. That one-stop shopping, boy, they really, also put things on your list and come out with those things on your list. If you need stationery, then put it on your list and leave with it. But, be very conscientious of when you go in and then you've come out with CDs, clothes, all of those things. Just kind of keep an eye on, what are those extra purchases that you're doing. And just going grocery shopping and going into the store and leaving without buying anything will help you to kind of get into the habit of not buying stuff that you really don't want or you really don't need. All right, now we're at 7 minutes. Take care, you all. Thank you. Take care. Bye.